good day to you, and welcome to this week's video. This is the self-proclaimed Blue Dragon speaking, and this week I'm doing a digital speed paint of Rhiannon from Dark Horse. This week's word of Wednesday, which is totally something I've been doing, all along. This week's word is vivisect, as in I vivisected this video to keep it from being 20 hours long, because it takes me a long time even to digitally color. I should find out just how long it takes me to traditional versus digital and see which one is actually quicker. But I like to do them both, so it doesn't really matter how long it is, but just for me to know, and for, I guess, you guys to know if I choose to share that information or remember to share it, because half the time I don't remember what I am and am not going to disclose. I don't know if this was a good idea or a bad idea, so just let me know in the comments. I kind of wanted to make it all one video, but in the end I was like, I really am trying to make these videos not 20 minutes long, but I don't know. I haven't, at this point in my YouTube history, I haven't had anyone make any comments, so if that's something in the future you'd rather me to just do a longer video, or if splitting it up and having a part 1 and part 2 to see this exciting conclusion next week like an old-timey radio show, if that's something you like, let me know. Or if you'd rather just see the whole dang thing and get it over with and see something brand new the following week, I would also like to know. So you can leave those comments down below. Okay, moving right along. This is a page that's going to go public on February 6th. Of course, Wednesday at 6 p.m. on February 6th. So you guys are getting a little sneak peek. If you're on my DeviantArt page, you have already seen the finished product, so you won't have to wait till next week's video to see it. But if you want to see how the befuddled process that I do things in, then feel free to keep watching this. Please keep watching this. Yeah, it's actually page 35 of Act 5, so you're getting a little bit of a sneak peek here. And of course, if you're a Patreon, you will see the full page a couple days ahead of its release date on Wednesday. I put those up on Sunday usually, unless there's like a holiday or something that has impeded my ability to, get my pages done. But recently I've actually had a small bit of a buffer. I need to work some more on it, but I've got some comic theory things that I've been involved with this month, so my buffer is quickly dwindling. Anyway, let's talk Rena. More specifically, let's talk a little bit about this page and her powers. Her power derives from water, if that wasn't obvious enough. That is her element. I've always had a fondness for water magic. My favorite characters in Sailor Moon were Amy and Setsuna and Neptune, in that order, and two of those are magic girls of water backgrounds. Amy was just so cool. Plus blue's my favorite color, if you couldn't tell by my pseudonym that I gave myself. But I also like in Clamp's Magic Knight Ray Earth, both series. Umi was my favorite in that. I tend to like dragons also that are blue. Surprise, surprise. A lot of Eastern dragons like the Chinese and Japanese dragons and other Asian dragons. A lot of times they are water dragons, like they are spirits of the river or spirits of, something water-based. Not in every case, but in some cases. And one of my favorite dragons, who doesn't get a lot of screen time, but it's Jeep in Sayuki, who coincidentally in the actual Sayuki, not coincidentally, but in the actual Sayuki mythology, he is a water spirit to my understanding. I had to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure that he's a water spirit too, so, or maybe a god, I don't know. All I know is that they turn him into a horse and ride around on him, and he becomes a Jeep in the other one. So, by the way, man, I need to finish Sayuki. I can't get the hold of the manga in the States anymore. I don't think it's being translated. Anyway, I digress. That doesn't matter. It also probably doesn't, help that my sign is basically, my astrological sign is a naked water dude, Aquarius. Yeah, why is that like an air sign? If anybody knows, please let me know, because I am too lazy to look it up. It would take like 5 seconds to do a Google search or Ecotasia search, whichever one you like to do. But yeah, I'm not gonna look it up. So if anybody knows why Aquarius is an air sign, feel free to enlighten me in the comments below, because that's where the comments are always located. I'm just kind of babbling. When I created Rin, I knew right away she was going to be the water chick. You know, Kana was going to be the being of light, and you know, that was going to be her power, specifically with her moral background and all that. So Rina, she is very fluid in many ways, particularly later in the comic. She, you know, you see how fluid she is in certain aspects. She's supposed to be really laid back, go with the flow, but if she goes into, we'll say, rage mode when ticked off, you know, she can be very, very powerful. You know, water is such a powerful thing. But I really wanted her to be the water element or elemental in this series. There are quite a few of the Lotus Warriors, the Crystal Loti. That is still a working title. If anyone has a fantastic suggestion that would like to be credited as giving it a better name or a better title for a saga, please let me know, and I will certainly give you credit in the comic. But right now I'm just calling them the Warriors of the Crystal Lotus. So I kind of knew that's what I wanted for her right away. I took a lot of influence from Magic Knight Ray Earth for this page, as I mentioned earlier in the video. I wasn't particularly sure how to color, or actually even down on the drawing phase, I wasn't really sure how to show the water because I haven't done any magic scenes yet. So I kind of got the idea for the splashes and the waves from Magic Knight Ray Earth. But as much as I love Sailor Moon, you know, Clamp overall, I really like them as a writing team, and I need to see what the heck they're doing now. I read some of XXXholic, and I started X, but I didn't finish it. But anyway, nobody cares about my nerdy manga fangirl stuff. If I have a chance to revisit this page later on, I might work a little harder on the ripples down around her waist. I'm not very happy with how those turned out, but overall, I have to say, especially since I haven't really done any pages of this nature before, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The third eye in the background looks a heck of a lot nicer than I thought I was gonna get it. So, I mean, there's that, and you can kind of see the indication of her third eye on her forehead, but I intentionally wanted that to be somewhat obscured. I think I'll take the lettering out at some point and fix up a few things to make this print available for purchase if anyone is interested in that. But for now, it's just a nice little splash of color in the middle of Act 5 to help brighten and bring a little more action, you know, kind of bring it more to life. So that was the main goal. I really wanted to make this color page because it's kind of a long act, and now that we're finally in the action, it's getting close to the end of the act, and then Act 6 is going to come up pretty soon. So it was kind of nice to do like a color page and do something different for my readers. I've got a couple of readers who comment on my comic on Comic Fury. This was a lot of fun, and I want to thank you guys for listening in on this. Tune in next week for, like I said, the exciting conclusion of this splash page speed paint. You'll see how it turns out, and at the end of the video, I will actually I'll add the picture in so that you'll get a chance to see what it looks like without the video ending. I've started to figure out how to get that into the video program. Check out Dark Horse, all of that. The links will be in the description. Yeah, the music links are going to be in the description as usual. Thank you guys. Fare you well and keep on trucking.